να τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, να τη και να με κερνάς φαρμάκι, να τη όμως μακριά από μένα, γιατί αγάπη μου στα έχω ξαναϋπομένα. Αν ποτέ σε δω αγκάλια με εκείνη κάπου, θα πω τρελαθώ και τα πιο μέχρι θανάτου. Κι αν ποτέ σε δω αγκάλια με εκείνη κάπου, θα πω τρελαθώ και τα πιο μέχρι θανάτου. Λοιπόν, να τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, να τη χαίρεσαι και να με κερνάς φαρμακί.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Να τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, να τη και να με κερνάς φαρμάκι, να τη όμως μακριά από μένα, γιατί αγάπη μου στα έχω ξαναϋπομένα. Αν ποτέ σε δω.
So why is Allah saying to him the following ayah? Stay away, ya Muhammad, from idols.
You're supposed to be a follower of Jesus, and you're using words like that.
Well,
And
it's
you
not my
expect people to
words.
believe it's sincere.
It's not my words. It's the words of Allah. Are you embarrassed of Allah? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that you all have been waiting for. It's time! You're listening to the live guests of your friendly neighborhood stream doctor and Christian polemicist. The warrior for Christ, an enemy of Allah and his messenger. This is your favorite YouTuber. Now, speaking from cave, Hira. Rob Christian. Please fasten your seatbelts because we are live, baby. We are back, baby. Let's go. All right. Welcome, everybody. God bless you. Nice to see you. I hope everybody is doing great. I'm doing great. That means you have to have a great time today. I'm ready. That means you must be ready. God bless you guys. Hello, admins. Hello, audience. Welcome, everybody. God bless you. Guys, I know I have to always be hopeful. I know that I always to be very positive. And if we were not positive, if we were not in good spirits, then we could have not done or reached what we have accomplished or reached for the last 20 years. So many people adopted Islam because of our videos and live shows. And I keep getting messages from many ex-Muslims. We left Islam because of your videos and live shows. Some of them even say, Rob, please, I'm saying it to you, but don't say it publicly. Others do say it publicly. Rob, we left Islam because of you. But it's really a struggle. It's hard when YouTube and TikTok is always trying to silence me, man. YouTube and TikTok, these platforms that we are trying to use, is always working against me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what what to do against these attacks and them trying to silence me over and over. My account on TikTok got banned yesterday again. And my YouTube channel received an attack. I think they mass flagged, I don't know. But the live that we did a couple days ago about the Battle of the Camel was shut down. It was completely shut down. Nobody could reach it anymore. And they forced me to edit parts of that live stream so that I can get it back public again, online again. So is that going to happen a lot? I don't want to move to another platform again and start all over again, because let us be honest, we're not receiving enough support that we need. There is not enough support from our fellow Christians, unfortunately. I'm still struggling to reach a full-time ministry for so many years now. It's a struggle. I wish that I can do this full-time, but it's not working yet. We don't have full support yet. So I have my job. I have to provide for my family. We have children. As you may know, I'm a married man. So yeah, it's and then we have YouTube and TikTok always trying to shut me. So what can I do, guys? How can I anyway? But we'll try to continue as long the Lord wants us to do. I believe that the Lord has a plan for me. I do believe that the Lord wants to use me. And I hope that the Lord will use me and the set of skills and qualities that we have gotten and achieved in the past. And I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning every day. Right? No, I'm not on TikTok. My account is banned, Kevin. My account is banned. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Anyway, guys, let us continue. I know it's very, I don't know. If you are in your shoes, you need to understand, guys, it's not fun anymore, man. Every time I get a strike or a flag or my TikTok account gets spammed, what can I do? Anyway, I do love this, man, But if it's getting more difficult, what can we do? I mean, I'm trying to adapt. I try to use code words all the time, specifically when I go on TikTok. Yesterday, guys, I do have some positive news, though. Yesterday, I was with Brother Life, the brother who's working with Brother Avery. So Brother God Logic, right? God Logic Apologetics, Brother Avery, and his friend, Brother Life, they work together, right? So they have God Logic, the main channel, and they have also the backup channel. And I joined the live stream yesterday. I'm not sure if you were there, but it was one heck of an epic live stream again, man. Muslims were throwing their own sources under the bus. One of them even said that Ibn Abbas is da'if. And one of them even said that women in Islam are filthy. He admitted that the women in Islam are filthy. I hope you clipped all of that, guys. Share our conversations with Muslims. Go clip it, man. and put it on your platforms, on your social media. Let Muslims see what they think about women, because the main topic was women, right? We were talking about women in Islam. And one of the Muslims said, our women are filthy. We are more cleaner than our women. And he said it a few times too, exactly, Jai. He repeated it at least 5 times or something. That was great. That was wild, man. That was wild. Crazy stuff. So go watch it if you didn't. So that's what happened a couple hours ago. Actually, it was a couple hours ago, right? So I'm still tired though, but just woke up. I'm drinking, something to keep the energy levels high. So yeah. Guys, again, yes, you heard it correctly. We are live. Today's topic is the Hafs Quran reliable or unreliable? Is it trustworthy or is it untrustworthy? We know that the guy behind the Hafs Quran, that's why it's called the Hafs Quran. Hafs himself is a person. For the people who are maybe new to Islam or they are laymen, not trying to insult everybody, far from it, of course. But Hafs, the writer, supposedly, the narrator of this Hafs version of the Quran, according to all the scholars, he was a liar, he was a thief, not to be trusted. All of his hadith are rejected. Remember, the Quran itself, the Quran of Allah, is one big fat hadith, supposedly. So if Hafs is rejected in hadith and the Quran is called hadith, 1 + 1, yet Muslims put their salvation, their soul, they trust him wholeheartedly. And they even made his qira'ah, his reading, his Quran version, as we call it, they made it the number 1 popular reading of them all on this planet. He is rejected, completely rejected, not even weak. Exactly, brother Sahih, Christian. People, I see a lot of people not knowing even the difference between the word weak and rejected. There's a huge difference in weak and rejected, because the word weak, da'if, right, as in we call it in the Arabic, da'if, is still accepted. When you have a hadith that is da'if, it's still accepted. There's still truth in it. But when you have something called rejected hadith or rejected person, that means rejected is rejected, not to be used, not to be trusted. Right? That's the difference between weak, because weak has still some truth in it, and Muslims still use these weak hadiths, but they will tell you, yes, there are truth in it, but when it comes to rulings, Islamic rulings, something that is haram, halal, we don't use the weak ahadith. Yes, they are fully accepted, but we don't use these ahadith when it comes to halal, haram, right? Allowed, not allowed, permissible, not permissible, right? But they will use it because it's still accepted. But rejected is not weak. Rejected is not weak. Rejected is not to be used at all. Completely rejected. That's what Hafs was. He was completely rejected. All of his hadith cannot be used. For some reason, people still use the word weak. No, rejected is rejected. It is a different concept, different thing. And weak is weak. Weak is still accepted. Don't allow any Muslim to fool you that weak is not accepted. When you have a hadith called weak, it's still accepted. The scholars agree. Yeah. Sometimes they will call a hadith da'if jiddan, still a little bit accepted, but it's very, very weak. That's very close to rejected, but it's still accepted. So this, what they call science of hadith, is a big fat joke, guys. They will lie to you. They will say to you in your debates with Muslims, they will say to you, oh, we don't accept it, it's da'if. But they will not tell you. Among themselves, they do accept it though. But when you have something called a rejected hadith or a rejected person in the chain of narration, That's a different story. Rejected means rejected. Weak is accepted. Weak is nothing but a grading, right? For example, when you have Sahih is 110%, literally. No questions asked. It's A+. Hassan is 100%, let's say, to 95%. I'm giving you just numbers, right? Fully accepted, clear as the sun. Daif, on the other hand, Daif could be even between 45 to, let's say, 80%. I'm giving you grading, right? How the grading works. It still has truth in it, but they will often not use it, as I said earlier, for rulings. Something if it's halal or haram, but still fully accepted. Okay. On the other hand, when you have a rejected hadith or a rejected person, let's say, rejected hadith, right? That one is literally 0%, right? 0%. Not to be accepted, not to be trusted. I hope you now, for the people who are laymen or people who are not understanding what the difference between a Sahih, Hasan, Da'if, a rejected hadith, now that you're getting it, guys. I hope this clears some misunderstanding up, even for the Muslims who are listening. Guys, try to invite as many people as you can, please, so we can pray, and afterwards we will start actually the live stream, officially start, right? This is still an introduction. Yes, I know my live shows are long. Deal with it, brothers and sisters. I literally can't handle more critique at the moment. Please don't tell me what to do on my live show or how to run my live shows or videos or whatever, or my channel even. Please don't tell me, Rob, you're harsh. Rob, you're so aggressive. Yeah, you don't like it? Please just go, okay? Here we do things as they are. We are not going to be political correct like many fishes that I call Christians here in the West. Many Christians who are very political correct. Here, this is not a democracy. Here, we don't run a democracy. Here, we say things as they are. Some people don't like it. Go play somewhere else. Maybe, if you like to be used and abused by others who will mind control you, or you want your ears to be tickled, go there, enjoy how they, the political correctness. Here, we say things as they are. Here, yes, we will bring damaging facts on the table that will hurt a lot of people, right? Not physically, but it will shake them up, shake their very foundations if they are still Muslims, for example. Is it a good thing to stay a Muslim? I mean, Rob, Christian, man, this is the other side. Should I not listen to the other side? Should I only listen to what my imams and shuyukh say? Maybe we should do some critique, not only accept sami'na wa ata'na, we heard and we obeyed, right, as Muslims. Maybe we should use our God-given brains for a change, right? All right. So, guys, let us start with a prayer. So I ask you to pray with me. Are you ready, guys, for a prayer? As you may know, I always love to start. Whatever happens, I have to start the live stream with a prayer. Else, I cannot do this, guys. I need Jesus. Like all of you, I need Jesus. I need the blessings of my Lord and Savior. His name above all names, Jesus Christ. So pray with me, guys. Pray with me. Let's get to it. All right. بسم الله والابن وروح القدس إله واحد آمين. بشيم أبو وبرو وروح قديش حاد الله الشرير آمين. That's both in the Arabic and Aramaic. And in English we always say, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. 3 persons, one God. 3 persons, one God that we worship, we pray. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to do another live stream today with our wonderful team of admins in the blue, oh Lord. Yes, Lord, protect our admins. Protect their families and loved ones. And also, please, Lord, bless our beloved audience and subscribers and supporters who have been supporting me for so many years now, Lord. Please bless them. Keep their families and loved ones safe. We know the consequences, oh Lord, when we speak against such an evil and dangerous cult. Yes, Lord. We know what is happening in the world. We know what Muslims try to do. For example, Lord, what happened recently in Germany on the news. A Muslim tried to stab people who are speaking against Islam. Lord, and please have mercy on the police, that agent who died. Please, Lord, I hope you take him back home. Have mercy on his soul, Lord. Yes, Lord. Bless this live stream, the internet connection, and everybody who's here listening and watching. And Lord, please, I pray for all the persecuted Christians out there in the world, any country where our brothers and sisters are being persecuted in your name, O Christ. Please, Lord, keep them safe. God over them. Please, Lord. You taught us that you are the good shepherd. Please take care of your sheep, O Lord. Also, keep our families, our loved ones, and children safe. Bless them and protect them, Father. Lord Jesus Christ, I pray to you and ask you to cleanse all of us with your holy blood and fill us with your Holy Spirit. Please shine your holy light on all of us, including the Muslims, our brothers and sisters in humanity, who are willing to listen, who are here because they are missing the truth from their imams. Often, Lord, their imams will say, Ittaqillah, fear Allah, don't ask these questions. But here, Lord, we do ask the important questions. We do dare to cross that red line, O Lord. So, Lord, open the eyes of the Muslims, these truth-seeking Muslims out there who are willing to listen to what we have to say, because we do take deep dives in their books, in their Islamic books, O Lord. So please, Lord, open their eyes for the truth. Please, Lord, open their eyes. I beg you to use me and to plant as many seeds as possible in the hearts of these honest Muslims out there. Because I believe, O Lord, an honest Muslim will eventually become an ex-Muslim. There is no other way. An honest Muslim will always become an ex-Muslim if he's honest enough with himself. Jesus Christ, so I ask you to draw these poor victims of Islam, these Muslims, to your feet so they might know you, the real you, O Jesus Christ, not the fake Isa. We Arabic-speaking Christians, we have never heard of Isa before until Muhammad came with his sword. We have never heard of Isa. We know Yeshua al-Masih. Yeshua al-Masih. We know you, O Lord, as Yeshua al-Masih, your name above all names. Everything we do is for your glory, O Son of God. You are the Father's heart. You are the love of the Spirit. Christ, O living Lord, O historical Jesus Christ, O Lord who died on the cross for mankind and resurrected on the third day. You redeemed us. You redeemed mankind. You conquered death on that very cross and defeated Satan. You conquered death, Lord. So how can we not believe in you? You are our salvation. You are our Redeemer, O Lord. Please, Lord, fill us with your Holy Spirit. Bless my throat today on this very live stream and loosen my tongue today, O Lord. And guide me so I can speak the truth, nothing but the truth, without any error or any shame. And Lord, give us wisdom and courage to do whatever needs to be done. In your holy name, O Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Amen. Welcome, everybody. Speaking from Cave Hira. We are live, baby. We are back, baby. Let's go. Miyagi-san, Miyagi do karate, wax on, wax off. Let's do some waxing off and waxing on and waxing off by showing you some sources. Rob, you love pop culture? Yeah, how can I not love pop culture, man? I'm from the 80s and the 90s and the 70s, bruh. Yeah. If there are Muslims out there, Rob, did you just expose yourself? No? I'm old though, so you get the idea. I'm an old guy, guys. My beard is like 10 feet tall. My beard is even longer than brother Christian Prince's beard, man. Christian Prince claims that he has a 10 feet long beard. Mine is getting longer and longer. Rob, are you saying that you are more smart than than Christian Prince? No, God forbid. No, that's not my intention. Nobody here, that's not what I'm trying to say. God forbid. So guys, let us start. Skype is open. Muslims, you can call in if you have the knowledge or the courage about today's topic. I challenge you to call in. I challenge you to call in and defend your Quran, because we are going to show everybody that the Quran of today is nothing but a joke, in other words. I'm saying it as it is. It's a meme, it's a joke. Yeah, you like the car? Yeah, Allah sent it to me through Jibreel, brother. Right? See, I'm looking out of my window and I see my car. You see, I have a very beautiful BMW, brother, parked outside. You see it? And that's my bike there on the right. Yeah, people are not even stealing it, man. I don't know why, man. They're scared. The car is running all day, 24/7. It's running, polluting. Yeah. Yeah, Rob, is that your car? Man, you're rich, Rob. Can you imagine that some people might even believe that this is my car? Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I'm not that rich as Zakir Naik, If I would be rich like Zakir Naik, you think I will stay here with you guys almost every week doing live shows with you? No. If I would care about business and money, I would not care talking about with you guys. If I would be a businessman, why would I talk to you guys? Who are you? No, guys. If you are doing what we do, you're going to be, trust me, you're going to sacrifice a lot, and you're not going to be a rich. Mark my words. You're not going to be rich. You will sacrifice a lot. A lot. Trust me. If you're going to become a Christian polemicist, you're going to sacrifice a lot. And imagine that we are doing this for at least 15 years, at least. So yeah, let us actually start, guys. Enough about yourself, Rob. We don't care about who you are. Yes, that's true. So let us start. Hafs Quran is unreliable and untrustworthy. I've done some videos in the past with brother Fadi here that you see on the screen. Awesome brother in the Lord. An ex-Muslim from the heart of Islam, from Saudi Arabia, who left Islam many, many years ago and became a Christian. Awesome brother. Awesome brother. Always a privilege, an honor to work with him. And I have sought with him in his beautiful studio, and we recorded some beautiful sessions in the past together. And it's all on his YouTube channel, guys. And we also did a couple of live shows together. But because I'm very busy, I can't deliver. I can't keep my promises lately. Many people try to invite me, but guys, it's not going to work for now. When I can, though, when I have a window open, I will join some people's live streams, but not ahead of time. If I see someone live and he needs help or whatever, I join whenever I can. That's just the way I work now, because you don't want to see my schedule. It's very messy, guys. My life is hectic, especially when I can't do full-time ministry. It's not going to work for now. So pray that the Lord will provide, that we can reach full-time ministry. And if you want to help out, guys, you know where to do that. God bless you guys. All right, admins, take care of the chat. Everybody stay focused at all times. Skype is open. If there is a Muslim who dares to call in, I challenge you to call in and defend your Quran today, right here, right now. Skype is open. My Skype ID is the Rob Christian. Any Muslim, join in the Rob Christian. Only customers, guys. No Christian. What's my job? You want my bank account too, brother? IZK. You want my bank account too? I can tell you what my home address is, though, if you like to. You want me, why? You want to date me? I'm not into guys, though. If you know some mut'a girls, if you know some women in Islam who want to do mut'a, I have some friends who are interested though. They are always interested in mut'ah, right? Bro, who cares what my job is? You know that our lives are always in danger. You ask me, what's your job? Next, call me, what's your boss name? What is the company that you're working at? My current job is, yes, Rob is the Momo destroyer. Exactly. My middle name is Allah's worst nightmare. I am the enemy of Allah and His messenger. Duh. That's my middle name. That's my job. That's enough for you. Okay? Anyway. The famous Dr. Yasser Qadi. The famous Dr. Yasser Qadi. Does the standard narrative have holes in it?
When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver. When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver. Things get very, very awkward and difficult. When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver. When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver. Things get very, very awkward and difficult. I'm more than happy to go diving anywhere.
If I were to give you a blank mushaf,
let's not. I'm a scuba diver. I'm more than happy to go diving anywhere.
if I were to give you a blank mushaf,
Let's not. You're pushing me. I'm a scuba diver. I'm more than happy to go diving anywhere.
if I were to give you a blank mushaf,
The standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm gonna say.
The standard narrative has big, fat, gaping holes in it. I mean, the Dr. Yasser Qadi, man. What have you done to the Ummah, ya Yasser Qadi? We celebrate that interview with Muhammad Hijab year in, year out. What Yasser Qadi did, guys, he ignited it all, man. He started it all. Holes. Hey, big holes, brother. Brother, sister, big holes. Massive holes, brother. Massive holes, brother. Gaping holes, brother. Brother, sister, brother. Holes. Big fat holes.
Emotional damage.
Very big fat holes. That famous interview made a lot of Muslims doubt Islam. Can you give me a Quran if I give you a blank mushaf? Mushaf, for the people who do not know, mushaf is basically the physical book. The book itself, right? What you hold in your hands. So if Mimi Hijab during that interview said to Dr. Yasser Qadi, Mimi Hijab said, and I quote, if I give you a blank mushaf without anything written on it, which qira'ah, which version of the Quran are you going to put in it? And what did Yasser Qadi do? Don't push me. I can't answer that question. I can't. Because not one Quran is the real Quran of Muhammad. They can't prove it. And we're going to prove that again today. We're going to destroy the lie that Muslims have the Quran of Muhammad, or let alone something called the Mus'haf of Uthman. The Mus'haf of Uthman! The Mus'haf of Uthman! I mean, you gotta love Sheikh Ibn Footnote, Ibn Zina, Ibn Ketchup, aka Ibn Zina himself, in Balboa, San Diego, Balboa. That's what he said. This is the Mus'haf of Uthman! Yeah, right. What a joke. I challenge you to show me the Mus'haf of Uthman. Yalla. I will give you $5 if you have the Mus'haf of Uthman. If you Muslims have the Mus'haf of Uthman, I will take my Shahada right here, right now. Prove it. I'll become a Muslim if you can show me the true Mus'haf of Uthman. Prove it. What a joke. What a big fat joke. Guys, if we start with this book first that you see on the screen. Rob, can you give us the link? Oh, yes, I can. Yo, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Regarding the 70 qira'at. In this book, guys, in this book that you see on the screen, Makki al-Qaysi, a 10th century, he's a 10th century scholar, expert on qira'at. Makki al-Qaysi, the writer of this book, he said the following. On pages 36, that's the download link, guys. I just gave you the download link in the chat. On page 36 and 37, he said what he had to say. And what he said was highly damaging, guys. This early 10th century scholar on page 36 and 37 said the following. وقد ذكر الناس من الأمة في كتبهم أكثر من 70 مما هو أعلى الرتبة وجل قدرا من هؤلاء السبعين. What does that mean, Rob? It means the following. Makki al-Qaysi, a 10th century scholar, if you want to take a screenshot, guys, for the pages that I showed you, this is what he said on page 36 and 37. An expert on qira'at, right? An early scholar, a 10th century scholar by the name of Makki al-Qaysi, stated that there weren't just 26 Qur'ans. Remember, guys, Sister Hatun Tash, a couple of years ago, she went together with brother J. Smith, Dr. J. Smith, and they pulled up 26 different Qur'ans on Speaker's Corner, right, guys, in London. And Muslims went crazy. So it's not only 26, because in the 7th century, during the time of Muhammad, the Sahaba, the companions, and the Tabi'een, the students of the companions. So we have Muhammad, companions, and the students of the companions, right? For example, you have Jesus, Matthew, Peter, and the students of these disciples, like Luke and Mark, let's say, right? So first and second early Muslims. First and second generation of early Muslims, right? In their time, there used to circle over 70 plus versions of the Quran. And not one was the same. Not one was the same. So what Makki al-Qaysi, this scholar, says, he says that these 70 plus, more than 70, in other words, more than 70 versions of the Quran, different versions, he said that these 70 plus readings of the Quran are of a higher rank, higher status, much better Qur'ans than any Qur'an of today that exist. They are of a higher esteem and value than the 7 traditional canonical readings that Ibn Mujahid canonized, right? Ibn Mujahid, guys, canonized the 7 canonical readings. Later, 3 more were added by Ibn al-Jazari, right? Ibn al-Jazari. So, couple centuries ago, Ibn Mujahid created 7 canonical readings, and then 3 were added. They became 10 by Ibn al-Jazari, who added 3 more on top. And we're going to mention, guys, today again Ibn al-Jazari, an expert, right, supposedly, on the Qira'at, who added the 3 extra flavors. 3 different Qur'ans again. So Qur'an on top of Qur'an on top of Qur'an. Right? And remember, these Qur'ans that you see on the screen, guys, were burnt, barbecued by Caliph Uthman. So a lot of ahruf, remember, according to Muhammad, in an authentic hadith, the Quran was sent down in 7 ahruf. Nobody knows what ahruf are, guys. Nobody knows what ahruf, which means letters, if you translated letters, ahruf. Nobody knows what they are. Scholars have 40 different opinions on what the ahruf are. So do not confuse the letters, the ahruf, with qira'at. Qira'at are readings, right? Nobody knows what they are, okay? Nobody knows, because there are 40 different scholarly opinion about what the ahruf could be. Some of them said they are dialects. Others said they are modes, styles. They don't know what it means. They are cherry picking. They are cherry picking what they are, right, guys? Exactly, Sister Juliet Abraham. They are cherry picking one of the 4 opinions. So if you will hear Sister Farida, when you hear him say modes, he's cherry picking one of the 4 opinions. Imagine humanly opinions. Right? And all these opinions do not agree. 40 different opinions, guys. What these ahruf could have been. 40 of them. Okay? So don't confuse them with the versions, the qira'at. Different story. Okay? Different thing. All right. So the existing 70 plus versions of the Quran in the time of the Sahaba and the Tabi'een, the students of the Sahaba, were better than any Quran reading of today. Better than the Hafs. Better than the Warsh that they read in Morocco, for example. Better than the Qalun or the Khalaf or any existing version of today. Did you catch it? And here is more. Maybe you've noticed I've mentioned this book many times over, but I cannot hold back when I talk about this topic and not mention the following book on the screen. This book is written by the son of the writer of Sunan Abi Dawood. So this is the son of the writer of Sunan Abi Dawood. In other words, the son of Ibn Abi Dawood. The son of Abi Dawood. And his name is Abi Bakr ibn Abi Dawood al-Sijistani. Okay? Abi Dawood is the father who wrote Sunan Abi Dawood, who is responsible for Sunan Abi Dawood. This is his son. Okay? Abi Bakr ibn, the son of Abi Dawood. Okay? That you see here on the screen. In this book, on pages 241, on this page that you see on the screen, page 241, we find a hadith that I always will bring up because Muslims don't have any answer for this authentic hadith. Page, which you see here on the screen, page 241. And we will also go to 242, okay? 242 as well, the next page. 241 and 242. On this page, we see hadith number 119, hadith number 119, okay? Hadith number 119. Hadith number 119. It says, حدثنا عبد الله ثناء أبو الطاهر ثناء ابن وهب قال. Ibn Wahab said, so he's going to ask someone a question. And let's see who he is going to ask on the next page. Next page, page 242. He asks the following question. I asked Malik. Who's Malik, guys? Anybody knows who Malik is? I hope you paid attention the last time. Who is this Malik? Who is this Malik that you see on the screen, guys? Who is Malik? I asked Malik about the Mus'haf of Uthman. Who is Malik? Anybody knows? Owner what? Winston, correct. Winston got it right. Imam Malik is the founder of the Sunni Maliki school, the Maliki fiqh, the Maliki madhab. That's Imam Malik for you. Imam Malik, when he was in Medina, nobody would dare to issue Islamic rulings. Fatwas, nobody would dare because he was the Mufti of Medina. And he is literally the founder of the Maliki school. That's Imam Malik. Okay? Imam Malik, who lived in the 8th century. He died in the 8th century. Okay? That Imam Malik. So when Imam Malik, the founder of the Maliki Sunni school, said or was asked, Ya Imam Malik, can you tell us something about the Mus'haf of Uthman? Where is it? An Mus'haf of Uthman radiyallahu anhu. فقال لي, he said, ذهب. What does that ذهب mean? It means Imam Malik said, it is gone. It does not exist anymore. That's what it literally says on the screen. It's gone. Rob, the hadith is ضعيف. No. The hadith is sahih. 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 Not daif. In this authentic hadith, look, 3, the footnote. So you have the footnote after the dividing line always. You have the footnotes. And always in the footnotes, often you'll find if the grading is da'if, rejected, whatever, right? This case, sahih. It's very, very, very authentic. So Imam Malik says, the Mus'haf of Uthman is gone. Malik told me, it's gone. It's gone, baby. What does that mean, the Mus'haf of Uthman is gone? In other words, guys, Muslims don't have the Quran of Caliph Uthman. Remember, there were 5 copies sent to 5 different regions. So Muslims have lied to themselves and to us. Muslims have always lied to us when they say we have the Quran of Uthman. Why are you a bunch of liars? I challenge you to say that Imam Malik is lying here in this authentic hadith. I challenge you, Muslims, and I'm talking to the Sunni Muslims out there. I challenge you to say that Imam Malik, the founder of the Maliki Madhab, is lying. Why would he lie? Right, guys? Why would he put himself in such a difficult position and lie? Right? At least he was honest when he was asked. And I think, guys, it was a slip of the tongue. He was way too honest. Because he never knew that someone like Rob Christian, many centuries later, will find this hadith.
Emotional, damn it!
Exactly, IZ key. Exactly, Ibn Footnote himself, the corrupter of hadith, Sheikh Ibn Fibn, Uthman ibn Faruq, was screaming, "This is the Mus'haf of Uthman!" Yeah, right. What a joke. Bunch of liars and deceivers. You Muslims are a bunch of liars and deceivers. And you only parrot what you've been told. Why are you such liars and deceivers, man? Why you Muslims are such liars and deceivers, man? So again, the translation for the hadith that I showed you earlier. The source, the reference, Kitab al-Masahif. Rob, can you give us the link for the love of God? Yes. Kitab al-Masahif. Kitab al-Masahif by Abu Bakr ibn Abi Dawood al-Sijistani, the son of Abi Dawood, right? In his book on page 241, here's the link if you want to download or copy the pages. Page 241 to 242, both pages, we find an authentic hadith that is sahih, authentic, as clear as the sun. Hadith number 119, when Ibn Wahab asked Imam Malik, I asked Imam Malik, the founder of the Maliki Sunni school, "Ya Imam Malik, what about the Mus'haf of Caliph Uthman? Where is it?" Imam Malik answered, "It's gone with the wind. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone." What do you mean it's gone? Well, it's gone. I'm saying it as it is. It does not exist anymore. So the Muslims have always been lying to us that they have the original Quran of Uthman. Yes. They don't have one single manuscript. Listen carefully. There are a couple of manuscripts. You can literally count them on your fingers, guys. There are a couple of them. You can count them on your fingers, which they call manuscripts of the Quran. Couple of them. Not one is Uthmanic. Not one is complete or dates from the 7th century. Not one. Not one. I challenge any Muslim to come up and say, Rob, the Birmingham manuscript, Rob, what about the top copy manuscript in Turkey, Rob, in Istanbul, Rob? What about the Husseini What about the Sana'a? What about the Samarkand? All of them are jokes of manuscripts. Not one agrees with the Quran of Hafs today. Not one is complete. Not one dates to the 7th century. Not one. They are actually all embarrassing manuscripts. Sana'a manuscript is a big fat failure. IZK. Sana'a manuscript is the worst of them all. Worst manuscript is the oldest, by the way. It dates to the 8th century, but it's such a joke. The Muslims even let it go. It's such a poorly written manuscript with many mistakes, grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, all kind of mistakes. It's a big fat joke, the Sana'a manuscript. They even let it loose. The Birmingham manuscript is only 2 pages. It contains only a couple of verses of chapter 18, 19, and 20, if I'm not mistaken. 18, 19, and 20. What happened to the rest? And on top of that, the Birmingham manuscript has dots. Dots means much later. Maybe the animal skin, the writing material, could be very old, but the writing material, specifically animal skin, was so expensive, guys, and it was created by Christians. Many people don't know. The animal skin that they used, the writing material, right, is created by Christians. Christians made it, right? So the Muslims used to either buy these manuscripts, the blank ones, right, that has no ink on it yet, buying them from Christians, right? Buying them from Christians up north, right? And then write their Quranic texts on it. So they used to keep these blank manuscripts that has no text on it yet, right? Behind closed door, because it was very expensive to make. It's like it was even more expensive than gold, right? It would be like gold, exactly, Andrew Martin. So they used to keep these blank writing material. They used to store it for many years. And when they needed it for something important, for example, the Quran, in this case, much later they wrote the text on it. So this is why we see in the text of the Birmingham manuscript, it has dotting in the text. Dotting underneath, on top of the skeleton text, right, which we call the resim. So the resim of the Birmingham manuscript has dots on the letters. Ba, tha, ya, right? You can create, with just putting the dot underneath or above the letter. 2 dots on top becomes a ta, a t, right? 1 dot underneath the smiley face, it becomes a b, ba, right? So you have dots in it. That means it's a very, very late manuscript. It's a much later manuscript. It's not 7th century. Did you catch it? So in other words, they don't have. And Imam Malik is honest here. He says the manuscript, the Mus'haf of Caliph Uthman does not exist. It's gone. I mean, you can't make this up, man. Here is more, brothers and sisters. Yeah, for example, Brother Michael is giving you one letter. Here, this is the B. This is what you see on the screen. Brother Michael, he put the letter B. Do you see it? When you put that dot, what you see underneath, on top of the letter, it becomes the letter N, right? Noon. The letter Noon, N, right? If you put 2 dots, you remove that dot underneath and you put 2 of them on top, it becomes a T, in other words. So, this is how important dots are in the alphabet, right? Exactly, Michael. That's a T, ta, right? To give you an idea how what dots can do to just one letter, right, guys? So with one smiley face, you can smiley that looks like a smiley face. You can create multiple letters, right? Ba, ta, tha, noon. Yeah, go figure. So in the following book that you see on the screen, let me give you the link to this one too. This book, guys, is the book of Al-Azhar University. Al-Azhar University, the same university who are responsible for Al-Azhar are responsible for the 1924 Hafs Quran, right? Al-Azhar are the ones who created the 1924 version of Hafs. So in other words, guys, my grandpa, my grandpa and your grandpa probably is much older than the Hafs Quran of today. My grandfather is older than the Quran of the Muslims which they have in their mosques and in their house. I'm not kidding. My grandpa is older than the Quran of today. Can you imagine? My grandpa is older than the Quran of today. And I challenge any Muslim to say, Rob, you're lying. Oh, man.
Emotional damage.
Exactly, yeah. The Quran is only 100 years old, in other words. The Quran of today is only 100 years old. Congratulations, Quran of Hafs. Right? Literally, guys. And look, on this book, in this book here, what you see on the screen, I gave you the link. The book that you see on the screen, again, is created by Al-Azhar University, called Manahil al-Urfan fi Ulum al-Quran. So this is knowledge about the Quran, basically. They teach this book to the imams that are going to become student or graduate imams, right? They teach them from this book, for example. This is volume 1, and we will go to page 404, and there is a very dangerous stuff on this page. Dangerous explanations by Al-Azhar University. So page 404. Yeah, and I love the number, page 404. It truly suits what we will show you from this page.
When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver. When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver, things get very, very awkward and difficult. When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver. When you do a deep dive, I'm a scuba diver, things get very, very awkward.
On this page, we'll find very awkward and disturbing information by Al-Azhar themselves. Al-Azhar explains what happened, what they think about the Quran of today. Watch what they said. Page 404. On page 404, they said the following. They are raising a question. Their question is, and so they are asking one another, right? They wrote this book to have a question. The question is, where is the Mus'haf of Uthman now? Where is the Mus'haf of Uthman now? Literally, that's the question that you see on top in the blue. In the blue, guys. Where is the Mus'haf of Uthman now? That's the question that they raised. In the blue, highlighted in the blue on top. Do you see the question mark? أين المصحف العثماني الآن? أين هو? Where is it? So they are raising, the scholars of Al-Azhar raised the question on this page. Candito, just a second. Hold your camel. Candito, hold your camel. Don't hold your horse, baby. Hold your camel. You're 10 steps ahead. We will go there. We will go to the Nile River. Don't worry. But hold your horses. Where is the Mus'haf of Uthman now? And they themselves, among themselves, have the answer. Here's the answer, guys. Answer, okay? Where is it? They said, and I quote, Al-Azhar University said, and I quote, the Imams of Al-Azhar, the scholars of Al-Azhar said, and I quote as an answer, وَلَيْسَ بَيْنَ أَيْدِينَا دَلِيل قَاطِعٌ على وجود المصحف العثماني الآن. Boom! Rob, what does that mean? When they raised the question, where is the Mus'haf of Uthman now? They said, the scholars answered, the scholars of Al-Azhar answered, we do not have any hard evidence between our hands where the real Mus'haf of Uthman is. That's the answer right there on the screen in the green here. This part that is where you have the red line underneath it. وَلَيْسَ بَيْنَ أَيْدِينَا دَلِيلٌ قَاطِعٌ. No hard evidence. We don't have any hard evidence between our hands about the wujud, the actual, that there is something called Mus'haf of Uthman not right now. They can't prove it. In other words, guys, they cannot prove that there is something called Mus'haf of Uthman. In other words, that's one of the holes right there. One of the holes in the standard narrative right there. Hole on top of hole on top. Holes, brother. Holes. Holes, brother. Brother, holes. Holes, gaping holes, brother. Brother, gaping holes, brother. Yeah. What's the source? I just gave you the link, man. Yeah. Phil Herrera just provided the link again. Al-Azhar University, the scholars of Al-Azhar University in Cairo, Egypt, the same scholars who are responsible for the 1924 Hafs version, they are saying that there is nothing called, they are saying there is nothing called the Mus'haf of Uthman. So they are agreeing basically with who? With Imam Malik, who said, when he was asked, where is the Mus'haf of Caliph Uthman? He said, it's gone. They literally agree with him. Do you see it? In this authentic hadith, they agree. They agree. And then in the yellow, they continued saying, guys, in the yellow, if we continue saying, they said, the same scholars of Al-Azhar continued saying, but the archaeological masahif of the Quran, i.e. the physical copies that are stored in Egypt, so guys, they stored some manuscripts that they keep away from the layman Muslims, right? They stored them there in Egypt. They labeled them as Uthmanic masahif, Uthmanic physical copies, supposedly. Yet they say among themselves, they said, we highly doubt about the authenticity of attributing them to Uthman. They are in doubt. Brothers and sisters, they cannot prove that these copies are Uthmanic. They can't. They can't. So that's what you see, this translation on top is what is being said here in the yellow, guys. أيوة. كلام خطير يا أخوان. كلام خطير. كارثة. يا خبر أسود. يا خبر أسود. أبوم. Exactly, Dr. Mut'aman. So if even the scholars of Egypt, of Cairo, Egypt, in Al-Azhar University admit, then, they just made my job much easier for me. I, as a critique of Islam and the Quran in this case, they made my job much easier for me. The only thing I can do is only read and expose what they said in their books about the Mus'haf of Uthman. It does not exist. They are in doubt. They cannot prove that these they labeled them as Uthmanic Masahif, but they are not true. They are not true Uthmanic Masahif. Take a screenshot if you want, guys. They only gave it a label. I can literally now, I'm drinking, a fake, an unnamed energy drink right now, guys. And I can label it as, I want to sound tough. Can label it as Red Bull or maybe camel urine. But is this real camel urine? No. I can label it as camel urine, but it's not camel urine. That's what they did. It's still energy drink. Rob, do not drink energy drinks, man. They are bad for you. I know, baby, I know. But yeah. Sue me. Guys, is this good or what? Yeah. So Muslims, which Quran is the real Quran here? Which Quran goes back to Muhammad, or let alone to Uthman? Which one? What about the Warsh here, the blue one here in the bottom? What about Ibn Kathir's version? Rob, Ibn Kathir was a mufassir, okay? I once debated a Muslim. He said, Rob RC, Ibn Kathir is a mufassir. He doesn't have a Quran. I told him, Ya Hmar ibn Hmar, you son of a donkey. You son of a donkey. You are confusing Ibn Kathir al-Makki with Ibn Kathir al-Dimashqi. Two different persons who lived in a different time. So Muslims even don't know that there is something called, a lot of Muslims don't know that there's something called the Quran of Ibn Kathir, which disagrees with the Quran of Hafs, by the way. Right? So which Quran is the real Quran? Which one? Duri? Ibn Amr? Khalaf? Which one is the real Quran of Uthman? The Quran of Uthman! Which one? Guys, are we going to destroy the like button or what? Keep inviting, keep sharing the link to this live stream of today on social media, baby. Come on, guys. Allow the number to grow. Please, destroy the like button. Abuse the algorithms, guys. Keep applying chapter 4, ayah 34 on the like button. Tap it lightly, though. Use a siwak, though. Tap it lightly, bro. Don't tap it like the Muslims are tapping their women. Because Allah said, if you only fear disobedience, then beat them. Beat the women. Beat your wives. So apply chapter 4, 34, not on a woman, guys. We are Christians. We are not allowed to do that. Apply it on the button, on the like button, baby. Okay? Any Muslim? Guys, Skype is open. Where are the Muslims? Muslims, where are you? Muslims, where are you? Here I am. How do you do? Allah finger, where are you? Here I am. How do you do? Any Muslim? Muslims, I know you're watching in the back. If you love your Prophet Muhammad, destroy the like button. If you do not love him, don't do it. Rob, I know what you did there. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry. Any Muslim? Regarding the Hafs, the man of the hour, Hafs. This is the so-called golden chain, plastic molten chain. Yeah? They say it's the perfect chain of narration for the Quran. Remember, the Quran itself is a hadith. Allah in the Quran calls the Quran a hadith, right? A hadith. So you can treat it like any other hadith, right? The Quran is a hadith, and specifically the hadith of Allah, right? Right? Hadith. So we can treat it as any other da'if, weak, rejected hadith. And I will make it a rejected hadith. And you are seeing the proof on the screen, guys. So supposedly Muhammad is receiving Quran in 7 ahruf from Jibreel. And he gives the ayahs to the Sahaba. We have Ali bin Abi Talib, the cousin of Muhammad, Ubay, who had 116 chapters, not 114 like Zayd. Ibn Mas'ud, who in the authentic hadith, he said, if you want to learn the Quran, Muhammad said in Sahih al-Bukhari, if you want to learn the Quran, go to 4. And he started with Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, right? And he continued with Salim, the freed slave of Abu Hudayfa, Mu'ad, and Ubay bin Ka'b. He didn't mention Zayd. He didn't mention Ali. And he clearly didn't mention Uthman. So guys, the 3 people on the left here, right, underneath Muhammad, right? You can put also crosses on them. So there it goes. There you go. The entire chain already is destroyed here in the beginning already, with the companions supposedly, right? So what's left? So guys, the chain already starts horrible, right? Because Ibn Mas'ud, Quran does not agree with today's Quran. He had 111 chapters. Ubay and Ka'b added 2 more. So let us continue anyway. Then we have As-Sulami, Abi Abd al-Rahman, Abdullah ibn Habib As-Sulami, who supposedly lived in the year 600 something, and he died in the year 693. So he died in the 7th century. He was a tabi'i, student of the Sahaba, supposedly. He was blind. He was what, Rob? As-Sulami was blind. Blind teaching the blind? Yes, clearly. As-Sulami is blind, and he is teaching another blind and demented person, Asim, the teacher of Hafs. He teaches him Quran, supposedly. Blind, guys, teaching another blind. And they say this is the golden chain. This is the Mus'haf of Uthman. Blind teaching the blind and demented, yeah. So As-Sulami was blind, and he taught Asim, who was also blind and demented, the Quran. Unbelievable, man. You can't make this up. And then you have the final guy in the chain, Hafs, who is a known liar. He's a thief. He used to borrow books from people. Can I have this book, brother? I am interested in this book. And then he never returns them back to their original owners, claiming that he wrote those books. That's Hafs for you. So he's a known liar. He's called a thief, a fabricator of hadith, and all of his hadith are rejected. And on top of that, he's not trustworthy, according to all big scholars. A Mus'haf of Uthman! Unbelievable. So guys, what can we say about this chain? It's a molten chain, plastic chain that just melted in my hands. I just literally melted this poor plastic chain. It's not even copper. It's not even aluminium. It's not even plastic. You know, plastic can be very strong sometimes, right? It's garbage chain, as you see. Take a screenshot, guys. Take a screenshot, man. What a joke. Guys, and here's proof about Hafs. There are so many books that mention that Hafs is a liar, he's a thief, he's rejected in hadith. Look, Hafs Abu Amr, huwa Hafs bin Sulaiman, okay? And then it says, huwa matruk al-hadith, he's rejected in hadith. Who? Hafs. Here's his name, Hafs. Whenever you have him in a chain of narration of a hadith, he is, the chain becomes immediately rejected. ضعيف جدا. matruk al-hadith. He is matruk al-hadith. Whenever you find him in a hadith, any hadith, you immediately see the name of Hafs, rejected. هو متروك الحديث. He is rejected in hadith. And here it says تركوه. He's rejected. And here it says that Shu'ba said, Shu'ba, guys, what you need to know is that Asim, the demented guy, Asim had 2 students. Supposedly every teacher has 2 students who he taught the Quran to, right? He had Hafs and he had Shu'ba, right? Asim, we go back, Asim had Hafs but also Shu'ba as his student. And the other student, Shu'ba, is saying that Hafs took a book from him. He took a book from him and he never returned his book. So he stole it. He kept it. That's what Shu'ba is saying about Hafs. He stole my book. And he continues saying, Shu'ba said, Shu'ba, the fellow student, right, of Asim, Shu'ba says, he continued saying, Hafs used to take books of others and he used to copy them. That's what it says on the screen. That's what it literally says on the screen. وكان يأخذ كتب الناس فينسخها. This is the Hafs. This is Hafs for you guys. He was a thief. He was a thief, a plagiarizer of people others' books, claiming these are his books. And last but not least, in the bottom it says, وَكَانَ كَذَّابًا. He was a big fat liar. It says, Hafs is a liar. Liar! You liar, you. Hafs is a liar. That's what it says in the bottom. وَكَانَ كَذَّابًا. Here. You see my red cursor, guys? He is a big fat liar. Uh-oh. If we open the book of Imam Bukhari, we find a similar information about Hafs. Bukhari, guys, wrote not only Sahih al-Bukhari, he wrote many books. One of them is called Tarikh al-Saghir, the small history. That's the title of the book. The small history by Imam Bukhari himself. The writer, the owner of Sahih Bukhari, who wrote multiple books. Right? One of them is called Tarikh al-Kabir, the small history. Tarikh al-Saghir, Tarikh al-Kabir. He has another book called Tarikh al-Kabir, also the big history book. This is the small history book. Okay, Volume 2. Rob, do you have the link? Oh yes. Let's see where I put it for you guys. Let me look it up. Where did I put it? Where did you put it, Rob? Where do you have it, Rob? Give me a second. Let's see where I put it. Here. Download link of this book that you see on the screen. Download the book of this book that you see on the screen. Make sure to go to volume 2. Okay. Page 233 of this book. Page 233 of this book. See the pages on the screen. We have books, brother. I don't care about websites. It says here about Hafs. Hafs bin Sulaiman, blah, blah, blah. He's from Kufa, al-Kufi. وهو Hafs bin Dawood. There's a lot of information about him. And then they say, Munkar al-Hadith. He's rejected in Hadith here. And then we go to the bottom of the page. Hafs bin Sulaiman al-Asadi. He's Hafs. Okay. He's not to be trusted. Laysa bithiqa. You see the highlighted parts, guys? Laysa bithiqa. He's not to be trusted. Who? Hafs is not to be trusted. That's what it says in the book of Imam Bukhari. Imagine. He's not to be trusted. ليس بثقة. وقال أبو حاتم or حاتم وقال أبو حاتم متروك لا يصدق. Not to be trusted. He is rejected. He is rejected. Not to be trusted. Wow! Imagine if scholars are saying this about Hafs. Yet Muslims trust his Quran. They have made the Quran of this liar, thief, not to be trusted. All of his hadith are rejected. Laysa bi thiqa. They made his Quran the number one popular Quran. Unbelievable. 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 Yet they call him the best narrator for the Quran. What a joke. I mean, what's wrong with Muslims, man? What is wrong with these Muslims, man? Why do you put your soul and salvation on the line, my Muslim friends? Brothers and sisters in humanity, I'm talking to you, Muslims. Why do you put your salvation, your soul on the line by using the Quran of Hafs? A known liar, a known thief. Question, guys, to the audience, to the chat. Chat, listen carefully. I will ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to be honest. Can you trust a thief? Can you trust a thief with your $1? Can you trust a known thief with your precious dollar? Can you trust a thief with just one of your dollars? No. No. Never. No way, ya Rob. No way. No. No. Nah. No. Nope. Nope. Then why would you trust your soul with this known thief, Hafs? If he's a known thief, or maybe he's a known gambler, you would not give him $1 because you know you will never get it back. Right? You know you will never get your dollar back. Right? Phil says, someone said you can sometimes trust a thief, but you can never trust a liar. Well, he is called Kadhab, right? Hafs was Kadhab. وَكَانَ كَذَّابًا. Right? وَكَانَ, here, literally in the bottom of the page. وَكَانَ كَذَّابًا. He was a big fat liar. Hafs was a big fat liar, according to the scholars. كلام خطير يا أخوان. So yet they made, in 1924, they made his so-called qira'ah, his reading, his version, the most popular one. And more than 90% of all Muslims on this planet use his Quran. And actually it's not a Quran, it's only a narration according to the liar and thief Hafs. That's what the Muslims use, guys. They don't have a Quran. It's not a Quran. You should not call it Quran, guys. You should call it a narration according to the liar and thief Hafs. And all of his hadith are rejected. He's not trustworthy. Unbelievable. I promised you guys in the beginning of the live show to talk about Ibn al-Jazari. Ibn al-Jazari is a very, very important figure when it comes to Quranic readings. Like I said, Ibn al-Jazari added 3 extra flavors. So you had Ibn Mujahid. He was responsible for the first 7 canonical readings of the Quran, right guys? That's Ibn Mujahid. Much later, Ibn al-Jazari that you see on the screen, Ibn al-Jazari, right? Ibn al-Jazari, he added 3 more readings on top of the 7, and then it became 10, right? So 3 more, Now we have 10 readings. The 10 readings. But of course, we have more. But this is why it's a joke. Everything is a joke, guys. We have literally around 41, as we speak, we have around 41 existing different Qur'ans. So we have more than 10, right? It's one big hot mess, guys. This so-called Quranic preservation, this topic is the most difficult topic that any Muslim can face in his life as a Muslim. If you are a layman, Muslims will tell you, don't even dare to approach the qira'at and the ahruf. Don't even, just leave it there. When you become a student of knowledge, you will learn only the basic. I'm not kidding. And then you have to take courses like the courses of Yasir Qadi, and you'll see the holes in the standard narrative in front of you. So Muslims are being told, stay away from the topic of called qira'at and ahruf. Now, do you understand why Muslims do not dare to debate me about this? Because I'm an expert. I'm an expert on this topic. So how would they dare to debate me, Rob Christian, about this topic, if most Muslims are simply laymen and they are told to not even approach this highly dangerous topic that might cause doubt in your heart, right? About Islam. Stay away, ittaqillah, brother. Stay away from this dangerous topic called the qira'at and ahruf. Right? Imagine Christianity teaches us to investigate, to do research and ask the right questions. Islam tells you, do not ask questions that might cause doubt about your faith in Allah and Islam and the Quran. Or let it alone Muhammad himself. Right? That's the difference between Christianity and Islam. Islam wants the people to stay ignorant because ignorance is bliss. Islam teaches for you to be ignorant. Take it as blind faith. Blind faith is very important in Islam. Sami'na wa ata'na. We heard and we obeyed. We are a bunch of parrots. This is why you always hear Muslims who will come up and say, the Quran is preserved. We have the Quran of Uthman. Did you even study, or are you literally repeating the nonsense that you have been told as a young boy? This is the Quran. This is one Quran. There is only one Quran. Right? So in this book of Imam Ibn al-Jazari, or the scholar Ibn al-Jazari, let's see if I can give you the link. Let's see if I can give you the link. The link to this book. Volume 1, as you see. This book contains a lot of damage. I've only mentioned it once, so this is a second time ever that I mentioned this book. So I want you to be very, very focused, guys. This book will destroy the Hafs Quran. This book here on the screen will destroy anything that is called Hafs. I already destroyed it basically, but let me make it even more detailed, more clear for you. So are you focused, guys? Give me a 1. So this is the second time ever in history on my YouTube channel that I will bring up this book again. Are you ready, guys? All right. I'm getting a dry throat, so I have to continue. You know, my wife always tells me, Rob, Rob, you have to think about your thirst, Rob. You talk for many hours and you have only one drink. Yeah, sorry, what can I do? I'm very passionate, baby. This is my passion, baby. Yeah. So in this book of Imam Ibn al-Jazari, scholar Ibn al-Jazari, who added the 3 extra flavors, the 3 extra readings on top of the earlier 7 to make it 10. In his book here on the screen, on page 230, I found damaging stuff. This page is dangerous for the Hafs Quran. Page 230. And don't worry, I'll give you translation of it. I will translate, don't worry. But I want you to take notes because this book is very, very dangerous. Page 230. Page 230. Here's the download link again. At least we are doing the homework for the Muslims, which they never did. On page 230 that you see on the screen, we find the following report. Look what it says. An Hafs, from Hafs himself, who said, Hafs said, right? So he's talking the Hafs himself. Guys, we have Hafs talking. Imagine. And look what he will say. He will destroy his own credibility himself. Right? An Hafs innahu qal. Hafs said. Hafs said. Okay? Hafs said. In the blue. An Hafs innahu qal. And he's asking who? He's asking his teacher. Awesome. The teacher. He's asking the teacher. The blind teacher. Awesome. Who also became demented. His teacher, awesome. Oh teacher, oh my teacher, awesome. Yes, Hafs. قلت لعاصم, I said to Asim, to my teacher. There is a guy called Abu Bakr, and he's also reading Quran. Abu Bakr, he has a different reading. So Hafs is asking his teacher, this Abu Bakr, brother, has a different Quran than me. Imagine. Than the one you taught me, in other words. Can you imagine? Hafs is saying to his teacher, Asim, yeah, teacher, oh la la, yeah, Asim, oh la la. You taught me a different Quran than Abu Bakr here. How is that possible? You teachers have told us that there's only one Quran and there should be one Quran of Uthman. How is that possible? Remember, Uthman burned all the different qira'at and ahruf. He destroyed 6 of the 7 ahruf and he only kept 1. He barbecued all the rest of the manuscripts. Ya Asim, oh my teacher, how is it then possible that Abu Bakr, his qira'ah is different than mine? His Quran is different. Then Asim explains, I taught you, or Hafs, I taught you what I have been taught from my teacher, As-Sulami. So what is going on, guys, is this. So if we go back to the chain of narration, supposedly, right? Here, right? If I make it bigger. So what's going on is this, guys. What is being said on the page is that Hafs is asking Asim, oh my teacher Asim, the qira'ah of Abu Bakr is different than mine. How is that possible? And Asim says, his teacher As-Sulami, he taught him that qira'ah. Okay? That's literally what is being said here. Right? That's what is said here. Right? I have taught you the Quranic reading, what my teacher, the one before me, has taught me from Ali. So guys, what's going on is this. So we have Ali ibn Abi Talib, the cousin of Muhammad, supposedly. Then we have As-Sulami. Then we have the demented teacher and blind Asim. Then we have, in the end, Hafs. This is supposedly the chain of narration, what I can find here in the text. Are you catching it, guys? So according to Asim, to explain why there is difference, he says, I learned from As-Sulami, and As-Sulami learned it from Ali, the cousin of Muhammad. And I taught you this Quran. But it's different than the Quran of Abu Bakr here. Uh-oh. How is that possible? Uh-oh. Guys, are you following? Is this too much, guys? Is this too difficult? Are you following? I'm trying to break it down for you guys. I'm trying to break it down what Asim is saying to Hafs. What this blind and demented teacher is teaching his student, Hafs, the liar, thief, and all of his hadith are rejected and he's not trustworthy. Yeah, a blind man teaching a thief. So this is supposedly the chain of narration. Right? So in other words, guys, what Asim is saying, I am teaching you, ya Hafs, O Hafs. So Asim is saying, oh my student, Hafs, I am teaching you the Quran of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Right? Oh. I am teaching you, oh my student, oh my Allah, I am teaching you the Quran of Ali that I've been taught from my teacher As-Sulami. Okay? That's what it says. And then he continues. So Abu Bakr, guys, is Shu'bah, right? What you need to understand is that Abu Bakr, I forgot to tell you, Abu Bakr is Shu'bah, right? So like I said earlier, the blind, demented teacher, Asim, had two students, right? Shu'bah. So this is the other student besides Hafs, right? The other student of Asim, right? Remember, every teacher has two students. Abu Bakr is Shu'bah. Okay, I will explain it further. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. What is happening is Asim taught. This is the disaster. Asim taught his student number one, Hafs, the liar and thief, and student number two, Shu'bah, or i.e. Abu Bakr, two different Qurans. What? That's not possible. That should not be possible. How can a teacher teach two different Qurans? Should be one, always the same qira'ah. So if you have a teacher, that teacher must teach the two students the same qira'ah. That's what the Muslims have told us. Yet, student one, Hafs, has a different Quran than student number two, Shu'bah. Guys, are you following here? Student number one has a different Quran than student number two. And student number one, Hafs, is puzzled. He's shocked. Ya Asim, how is it possible that Abu Bakr, i.e. Shu'bah, has a different Quran than me? How is it possible that my Quran that you taught me is different than your other student, Shu'bah? That's what Hafs is asking. That's the main question, right, guys? So what happens is, what Asim says, if we continue reading, Asim says, Hafs, O Hafs, I taught you the qira'ah of Ali, in other words, and I taught Shu'bah, the other qira'ah, other Quran of Ibn Mas'ud. That's what literally it says on the screen, guys. But wait. Remember, Ibn Mas'ud had 111 chapters only. Ibn Mas'ud's Quran had only 111 surahs. Only 111 chapters. So wait, Asim taught a totally different Quran to two different students? Do you see, guys, what a big fat mess this is? So Asim, has two students. He teaches Hafs supposedly the Quran that has 114 chapters. And he taught the other one 111 chapters. Do you see what is going on here, guys? This is a big fat mess. Big fat mess. Where are the Abduls? They are hiding. Peter to Apologetics. If I will be an Abdul, I will be hiding and only sitting in the back of the bus and learning from Rob Christian. And start to doubt. If I will be an honest Muslim and I'm listening to the Rob Christian, I'll be immediately in doubt about the so-called preservation of the Quran, or let alone this so-called gold mass transmitted Quran, what they call it. Blind teaching the blind, demented Asim is teaching two different Qurans. One contains 111 chapters, the other one contains 114 chapters. And Hafs himself is puzzled. He's completely puzzled. Hafs is completely puzzled, and he is asking his teacher Asim, Abu Bakr, i.e. Shu'bah, has a different Quran than me. My Quran is 114 chapters supposedly, and his Quran is 111 chapters. How is that possible? And again, Asim says that he taught Hafs, I taught you the Qira'ah of As-Sulami, and Qira'at As-Sulami is supposedly from Ali, and I taught Abu Bakr, i.e. Shu'bah, I taught him the Qira'ah of Ibn Mas'ud. So Hafs is puzzled. Completely puzzled. How is that possible, O teacher? How can two students have two different Qurans? It should be the same Quran. That's what the Muslims have taught us. It should always be the same Quran. Teacher should teach same Quran. One teacher, two students, same Quran. One teacher, two students, same Quran. Other teacher, two students, same Quran. That's how it should be. Yet Asim, the demented and blind teacher, is teaching two different Qurans. One has only 111 chapters, the Qira'ah of Ibn Mas'ud. 111 chapter, here's the name of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. And the Qira'ah of Ali is supposedly 114. That's what the Muslims keep telling us. Of course they know is Marmura. Of course the Imams of Al-Azhar know this. This is why they said we don't have the real Quran of Uthman. We don't have any hard evidence that is between our hands that this Quran is of Uthman. Rewatch the live show again, Marmura. You came in too late, unfortunately. I want you, Marmura, and anybody who just joined, because today's live stream is a nuclear bomb. We are destroying the Quranic preservation and the so-called Quran of Hafs today. Hafs is puzzled. He's shocked. Right, guys? And then, last but not least, if we continue reading, right? If we continue reading the page. Before I continue the page, again, guys, before I continue reading the page, let me make it again more clear for everybody. I forgot to mention it. Let me make it more clear for everybody. Again, the main teacher of Hafs and Shu'bah is called Asim. He's blind and he's demented. He is completely blind and demented. He starts to forget things. He died in the year 127 Islamic year Hijrah. Thank you, IZK. Right? Literally, Muslims are paying money to take such a course. And I'm doing it for free. I'm doing this for free, guys. Muslims are taking courses, hundreds and hundreds of dollars they pay to learn about this stuff. And they're still not even students yet. Right? So what I'm giving you guys, is high-level education about the qira'at and the haruf. High level. Okay? Academic stuff. Okay? So we have Asim, who died in the year 127 Islamic year Hijrah, after migration. Okay, guys? This is Asim, the teacher. Asim, like I said earlier, has a student, Hafs, the liar, the thief, who is rejected in hadith and is not to be trusted. That Hafs. Muslims made his Quran the popular reading on this planet. The most popular reading on this planet. He lived in the year 90 to 180. He died in the year 180, Islamic year Hijrah, after the migration of Muhammad from Mecca to Medina, right? The Islamic year. We're talking about Islamic years. Are you still following, guys? So Asim has a student on the left called Hafs, and he has a student on the right, two students called Shu'ba. Hafs and Shu'ba are the students of Asim. Maybe it's good for you guys to download the video or at least take notes or take screenshots, because this will never be taught anywhere else. Okay? And I'm happy that there are at least 300 people watching. I'm happy. Good number for today. I hope the numbers will grow in the future as well. All for the glory of Christ. We are here to serve, nothing more, nothing else, guys. Please don't put me on a high pedestal or something. I am a sinner like you. I need Jesus. Pray for my shortcomings, guys. I am far away from perfect. So pray for my shortcomings, guys. Pray for my patience, because my patience is not that good lately. I have not much patience with liars and deceivers, you know. So guys, Asim, two students, Hafs and Shu'ba. Shu'ba has a different Quran than Hafs. And Hafs is puzzled. Oh, Asim, how can Shu'ba have a different Quran than me? We should have the same Quran that you are teaching. So, guys, did Asim make a disaster? Did he create a disaster? Because the Muslims have always told us, if you have one teacher, the students should have the same Quran that they learned from the teacher. Right? But anyway. And on top of that, the surahs are different. What I'm saying is this. Maybe you want to take a screenshot of this one. We have Shu'ba on the right and we have Hafs on the left. Right? Shu'ba on the right, Hafs on the left. Shu'ba's Quran is the Qira'ah of Ibn Mas'ud, as we read on that page of the book of Imam Ibn Jazari. His Quran contains 111 chapters. Shu'ba's Quran that he learned from Asim has 111 surahs, you see. On the other hand, Hafs learned the Qira'ah of Ali. And how is it possible, Ali? Should it not be the Qira'ah of Zayd ibn Thabit? Ali? See, I put question marks. Doesn't make sense. It should be the Qira'ah of Zayd ibn Thabit. Because can any Muslim show me the Quran of Ali? Where is the Quran of Ali, my Muslim friends? Where is the Quran of Ali? Where is the Quran of Ali? Muslims tell us that what they have in their hands, the Hafs Quran, should be the Quran of Uthman. Uthman ordering Zayd ibn Thabit to recollect the Quran for the second time and rewrite it in the Qurayshi dialect if there is confusion. That's what the sources say. Yet, in the book of Imam Ibn Jazari, we can find that Hafs has the Quran of Ali, not even the Quran of Zayd. And Shu'ba was taught 111 chapters. Different Quran. Guys, are you following? This is a disaster. Do you have any idea what kind of nuclear bombs I'm putting in your hands? I am literally weaponizing you. I am weaponizing you and I'm teaching you the disasters that we are finding in the Islamic books. We are finding horrible, horrible disasters. I am wrecking the Islamic standard narrative. I'm putting more holes in the standard hole. The holes in the standard narrative. The hole is getting bigger. And there are more holes every time Rob Christian goes live and talks about this topic. Of course, Muslims will be crying in the chat, brother. Of course. Because they have always been taught that there is only one Quran. What one Quran? What one Quran? And to give you an example, just one small tiny example, how the Hafs Quran disagrees with the Shu'ba Quran. So guys, here on the screen, we have the students of Asim, right? Both students, student number 1 and student number 2. For example, on the screen, maybe you want to take a screenshot. We have chapter 6, ayah 55. We have on the screen chapter 6, ayah 55. Qira'at Hafs from Asim. Hafs an Asim here on top. This is the number one popular reading. Says, وَلِتَسْتَبِينَ. What does it say? وَلِتَسْتَبِينَ. Shu'bah, the other student of Asim, his Quran reads, وَلِيَسْتَبِينَ. وَلِتَسْتَبِينَ. وَلِيَسْتَبِينَ. وَلِتَسْتَبِينَ. وَلِيَسْتَبِينَ. You don't need to be a genius to hear the difference or see the difference on the screen. You see, I put the transliteration to say the word in the English on top, in English alphabet on top. Whenever you see purple, guys, let me make it a little bit bigger. Whenever you see purple, that means we have a variant. Do you see the variant here? Ta, ya. Ta, ya. Ta versus ya. So we have a grammar difference. Totally different meaning. وَلِتَسْتَبِينَ وَلِيَسْتَبِينَ. The difference is in the grammar and the meaning. Difference is in the grammar and in the meaning. Disaster. Should be the same Quran. أيوة. كلام خطير يا Arab Christian. كلام خطير. Very dangerous. Today's live stream is very dangerous for the so-called preservation of the Quran. Or let alone there's only one Quran. What one Quran? What shish kebab? What falafel on or hummus on the side? What do you mean one Quran?
Emotional damage.
Should be the same. Right? Should be the same. And if that's not only that, I have more. I have more information for you. Guys, on the same page, look, this is still the same page. On the same page, that report earlier, that the Quran of Hafs is different than the Quran of Shu'bah, we have also, I kept the last one, the best for last. What is the best, Rob? What are you saying, Rob? I'm not following, Rob. Please go easy, Rob. Make it more clear, Rob. Dump it down, Rob. Sure, I will try to make it as easy as possible. The next part on the same page destroys the golden chain, which is supposedly the Hafs Quran. Why, Rob? Look. It says on the screen, وَذَكَرَ Hafs, and Hafs, so Hafs is making disasters after disasters. So he's not only puzzled that his fellow student has a different reading than him, different Quran than him, right? Supposedly one has 114, Hafs has 114, and that's the Qira'ah of Ali. And Qira'at Shu'bah has only 111 chapters because Ibn Mas'ud used to only have a Quran that has 111 chapters. He removed Surah Al-Fatiha and the last two chapters, Al-Mu'awwadatayn, Surah An-Nas and Surah Al-Falaq. The last two chapters. So 3 chapters are missing. Aywa. And then it says here on top in the yellow, guys, everybody focused again because I'm going to drop the biggest nuclear bomb. I will drop the Tsar bomba, right? The nuclear bomb that Russia dropped a couple years ago. The Tsar bomba, the nuke of nukes. Okay, here comes the Tsar bomba, guys. Are you ready? Here comes the Tsar bomba. Truth seeker, call me and let's see who's misquoting. You or me? These are your books. I not misquote anything. It's on the screen, ya jahl. Truth seeker, if you claim to be a truth seeker, if you want to confirm your own name, call me right here, right now. Skype ID is literally in the pinned up comment. You can call me on Skype right here, live on air, and show how Rob is misquoting. You liar. You're a liar like Hafs. You're a big fat liar like your Hafs. Okay? Stop lying. Come up and prove me wrong in front of a big audience. We have almost 290 people watching. Okay? Come up, buddy. Come up. Don't run your mouth in my chat as my personal dhimmi. You are my dhimmi. That's what you're being here. Be a proud Muslim. Don't be embarrassed Muslim. Be a proud Muslim and call me and show everybody where Rap Christian is misquoting. Again, everybody focus. Don't allow the Muslims in the chat to distract you. We have admins for that. Okay. It says, وَذَكَرَ Hafs, and Hafs himself mentioned that he did not, that his qira'ah, إِنَّهُ لَمْ يُخَالِفْ Asim, he did not, his qira'ah, so let me translate it actually. It's on the screen already, right? Hafs mentioned that he did not differ with Asim, his teacher, in the reading of the Quran. So what he learned from his teacher, his Quran was not different, except في شيء من قراءته إلا, except, here's the word except, إلا في حرف واحد, only in one harf, in one letter. What is that? In Surah Ar-Rum, chapter 30, ayah 54. Where exactly in the word ضعفن and ضعفن, ضعفن and ضعفن, sorry, ضعفن and ضعفن, ضعفن, ضعفن. You hear it? You have a grammar difference. Should not be possible. Should be the same word. Yet we have a difference in grammar. ضعفن, ضعفن. So what is being said here, guys, is that the qira'ah of Asim is with the fath, with the fatha on top of the letter dal. Da'afin is the qira'ah of the teacher, Asim, the blind and demented teacher. Yet Hafs clearly did not pay attention. Hafs, again, the liar and thief, did not pay attention during class and memorized it for some reason. He made a mistake as ضعفin, the word in the ayah, as ضعفin instead of ضعفin as the teacher taught him. Oh wait, we have a disaster. Clearly Hafs did not pay attention during class and he memorized the ayah as ضعفin instead of ضعفin. That's what it says on the Arabic. Right? Again, وذكر حفص إنه لم يخالف عاصما في شيء من قراءته إلا في حرف واحد. What is that حرف واحد? What is that one difference? So the teacher and the student have a conflict in one Quran ayah, and that's specifically in Surah Ar-Rum, the Romans, ayah 54. Uh-oh. So Hafs did not pay attention during class and he memorized a different Quran. He did not pay attention to the blind teacher and demented teacher, Asim, and he wrote it with a mistake. How can the teacher's Quran be different than the student's Quran? Even if it's just one letter. Rob, what are you trying to say? Come on, make it even more clear. No problem. What I'm trying to say is the mistake is in this word, and this word. 3 different mistakes in one ayah. This is the chapter, right, guys, that you see on the screen? Chapter 30, ayah 54. On the screen in full glory. The mistake, the difference between the teacher, Asim, and Hafs, the liar, is in this ayah. Here, word number 1, word number 2, and word number 3. And specifically, to make it actually more politically correct, these 2 words here. Forget about this one for a second. These 2 words here. Do you see it? So, what is being said is that Asim read it as da'fin. Hafs read it as da'fin. So if you change it here, you have to change it here too. So if you read it as da'fin, then you have to here change it to da'fin as well. If you read it as da'fin, then this one should become da'fin as well to make the grammar agree. Did you catch it? But what happens is even more horrible. What happens is even more horrible. Why, Rob? Because Ibn al-Jazari here on this page, this is the book again of Imam al-Jazari, right? Imam al-Jazari, he's the one explaining, he's reporting in his book what Hafs said about the qira'ah of Asim, right? Yet, what we can find is that Al-Azhar University corrupted it and fixed it. What did Al-Azhar University do, guys? Al-Azhar fixed the mistake in 1924. They fixed the mistake in chapter 30, ayah 54. How, Rob? What did they do? Well, as you see, we have Asim has a different reading than Hafs. The teacher and the student have different readings. Yet, today's Quran, they made it agree. They made the Hafs agree with the teacher. Rob, what are you saying? What they did is, they fixed the Quran of Hafs that had a conflict, and they changed. They always change to fix things in secret. They changed the da'fin into da'fin to make it agree with the Quran of Asim. Do you see it? So they fixed it with their hands. And that's why Al-Azhar University later dumped their old Qurans that had a variant in the Nile River, guys. They literally fixed it to hide the evidence, to make it agree. That's what they always do. They always play with the text and corrupt the text to make it agreeable, to hide the evidence that the Hafs Quran in this particular ayah was different than the teacher Asim. They literally fixed it. Look, it should say da'fin here and here, but it says da'fin. And after hiding the evidence by fixing it, they throw the old Qurans that had the disaster in it, the conflict in it, the variant in it. They dumped them all in the Nile River. So if you now go take a deep dive in the Nile River, guys, you will find Qurans that have a variant in it. Ask yourself a question. Why would they dump old Qurans of Hafs, the old ones with the variant in it in chapter 30, ayah 54? Why would they do that? To hide the evidence. And Lord knows what the old Hafs Quran, what kind of other variants they have. This is the only one that I know of after reading this book of Ibn al-Jazari. Lord knows what other variants used to be inside the Hafs Quran, that the original Hafs Qurans. They fixed it and created a new edition, which we call the 1924 Hafs version. This is the new Quran. The old Hafs clearly had a different, was totally different, the old Hafs. Guys, I'm not sure if you're following. Maybe this is too academic, but people, what did you learn about this? Let's see if the chat has been attention. Okay, if you have been focused. What happened here, guys? What did the scholars of Al-Azhar change? What did the scholars of Al-Azhar change? I'm asking the chat. Let's see if you have paid attention. What did they change? What did they do? Chat, what did Al-Azhar do in 1924? What did they do in 1924? I'm asking the audience. What did they do in 1924? Houston or Euler, no. You're not paying attention. You didn't pay attention, Houston. Euler, no. No, all right. That's not the correct answer. What did they change? Michael, yeah, a big amount of Qurans, they throw them in the Nile River. What did they fix? Ewa, yes, they printed a new Quran, but what did they change? If you're paying attention. What did they change? RJ says they fixed Hafs to make it agreeable with Asim. Exactly. What did they change? Here. This is what they changed. So again, you see here it says Dafin, right? According to Imam Ibn Jazari, he says that the Quran of Hafs, he had a different Quran. He had only one letter different that he learned from Asim, because Asim had a different Quran. And the only exception was Dafin. So what Al-Azhar did, guys, before dumping their old Hafs Qurans, they at least changed the haraka here, the vowel here. They made it agreeable with the teacher. So what you see here, the Dhamma in the purple, the purple, guys, it's called Dhamma. The purple variant, which you see on the screen. Let me type it out. Purple. They changed the Dhamma into a Fatha. So they changed the grammar. They fixed the grammar. Did you catch it? They changed the Dhamma here in the, you see on top of the letter, right? You have a Dhamma that looks basically like a 9, let's say. It looks like this. You see it? It looks like this. Do you see it? In the purple here, in the bottom. Let me make it a little bit bigger. All right. I think this is big enough. So what they did is they fixed the Dhamma and they changed it to make it agreeable with the Quran of Asim, the teacher, into a Fatha. Right? That's what they did. Do you see it? That's what they did. To make it agreeable, to make the students' qira'ah, the Hafs, the student, agreeable with the Asim. And after fixing it, as you see here, right? After making the Hafs of today agreeable with the teacher, Asim, they then dumped their old Hafs Qurans into the Nile River. So after fixing the grammar, they dumped the old Hafs Qurans into the Nile River. Did you catch it? Did you catch it, guys? That's what they do. That's what they did. That's what they did. But boy, oh boy, I have more. I have stored more. Are you ready, guys? Since Asim has claimed, as you see on the screen, he claimed, my student Hafs, I taught you the Quran of Ali, and I taught the other student, Shu'bah, I taught Shu'bah the Quran of Ibn Mas'ud. That's what he's saying, right, guys? That's what he said on that page. Asim said, "Oh, my student Hafs, I taught you the Quran of Ali." Listen carefully. Oh Hafs, I taught you the Quran of Ali. And I taught Shu'bah the Quran of Ibn Mas'ud. Guys, are you following? That's what Asim said to Hafs on that page. In the book of Imam Ibn Jazari, the expert on Qira'at. Right, guys? So, if I can show you, again, if I can show you a second example where Ali's Qira'ah does not agree with the Hafs Quran of today, then we have another variant. Right, guys? If I can show you what Ali himself said that disagrees with the Quran of Hafs, then we have a second variant. That means Asim failed to teach Hafs the correct qira'ah of Ali. Why? Because Asim was demented and blind. Because Asim was demented, he used to forget, and he was blind. Rob, can you prove it? Can you prove that Hafs didn't even learn the correct Ali qira'ah? Yes. Watch. 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 In chapter 56, there is another variant. And Ali ibn Abi Talib, who supposedly his qira'ah was read or taught by Asim to Hafs, has a variant in chapter 56:29. It's getting hot in here. Exactly. Second variant. Watch. Chapter 56:29. Ali himself admits that the Quran of today, if Muslims claim that the Quran of today is the Quran of Hafs, that he learned, that he got from Ali supposedly, through Asim, through Sulami, right? Should be the same. Should be same like Ali. But wait. Today's Quran, pay attention, it says وَطَلْحٍ here mandud. And specifically this word. This one says طَلْح. 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 Listen carefully, guys.
وطلح
وَطَلْحٍ. This letter here. وَطَلْح.
وطلح وطلح
You hear it, guys?
وطلح
Hin. 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 Do you hear it? What does this one mean? This one means acacia trees, which means big thorny trees that camels or a giraffe, sorry if I'm butchering the English, eat from. These big animals, guys, they love to eat they love to eat the thorny trees. They love to eat the thorny trees, which we call the acacia trees. The acacia trees. If you don't know what it is, I will show you. Don't worry. That's what it says. The acacia trees. Flower acacia trees. So trees that have thorny trees in them. And these animals, like camels or a giraffe, they love to eat from this tree. Right? وَطَلْحٍ مَنْدُودٍ. But wait. Ali said, who disagrees with the Quran of today, if Muslims want to say to us, or if Ibn al-Jazari is reporting from Hafs and Asim is saying to his student Hafs, you are reading, I taught you the qira'ah of Ali, then Ali's qira'ah, Ali should be agreeing, Ali should be agreeing with the Quran of Hafs of today, supposedly. Right, guys? Right, guys? But Ali objects. Ali is puzzled when he reads a different qira'ah. He says it should not be talh, it should be tala'. Why, Rob? Because the chapter is talking about the Islamic paradise, the Las Vegas of Allah, right? When you go to Las Vegas of Allah, you'll get 72 hur al-ayn, supposedly thousands, and then every hur has, we did a live show recently, every hur has her 70 assistants, and you'll get thousands and thousands of women, virgins, big-eyed virgins with swelling breasts. Boing, 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 right? Swelling breasts. Ali says it should not be possible. Why would the paradise of Allah have big thorny trees, big thorny acacia trees? It should be fruit trees. So we have acacia thorny trees versus a fruit tree like pollen sacks, date trees instead, right? That's according to Ali. So Ali is puzzled. That's not correct. That's not how I learned it from Muhammad. And so we have a different meaning, different trees. We have different trees. Really, Rob? That's what Ali, that was the objection of Ali? Yes, that's what Ali said. It should be date or pollen sacks. Date trees, not big thorny acacia trees that camels and giraffe love to feed on. You see, guys, here we have a giraffe who is eating thorny trees. For some reason, these big animals, they have, thick tongue, right? Thick skin on the tongue. They love to eat the thorny trees, right? You see it? So Ali objects and he says it should be talla, not talh. Talla, not talh. And here is my proof. If we go to the tafsir of chapter 56, ayah 29. 56, ayah 29, the tafsir. For example, random, you can go to tafsir al-Qurtubi, we'll agree to. In the tafsir of al-Baghawi, for this chapter, وَطَلْحٍ مَنْدُودٍ, we find the following. Look what it says. عن الحسن بن سعد قال الحسن بن سعد said قرأ رجل عند علي رضي الله عنه. What is happening is, guys, a man, maybe a scribe, is reading the Quran in front of Ali himself, right? A man, that's what it says here on the screen, is reading the Quran in front of Ali. Guys, please try to follow a little bit. Focus. A man is reading the Quran, and specifically chapter 56, ayah 29 that we are discussing, وَطَلْحٍ مَنْدُودٍ. The acacia tree. Acacia tree. قرأ رجل عند علي رضي الله عنه. And at this time, Caliph Ali. I remember when we talked about Ali being Caliph and Aisha raised, she fought him in the battle of the camel, right? That Ali. Ali, the final Caliph of the rightly guided caliphs, the fourth one, okay? That's Ali for you, the cousin of Muhammad. So when the man is reading the Quran, specifically chapter 56, ayah 29, and he reads it as وَطَلْحٍ مَنْدُودٍ, Ali objected and said, وَمَا شَأْنَ الطَّلْحِ? What about the talh? So Ali says, he objects and said, what about the talh? Meaning the acacia tree. This is wrong, in other words. That's what Ali said on the screen. You see it? So Ali objects and says, you're reading it wrong. It should not be talh, it should be talar. It should be date or pollen sack trees, date trees, not acacia, big thorny tree. So Ali is objecting. That's a wrong reading. What does that mean, Rob? It means that Ali has a different Quran, or he used to read different Quran than Hafs. So Ali's reading was different than the Quran of today that Muslims made or called the Hafs. Yet, Asim said that he taught Hafs the Quran of Ali. So Ali's Quran should be like the one of Hafs, like that one of Hafs. 1-on-1, right, guys? It should be 1-on-1. Right, guys? But Ali objects with the Quran of today. He disagrees. He says it should not be talh. It should be talh. Look. وَمَا شَأْنَ الطَّلْحِ. You're reading it wrong. It should be different. إِنَّمَا هُوَ طَلْع مَنْدُودٌ. So here is the objection. طَلْع. Ali used to read it as طَلْع. طَلْع. Fruit tree versus today's Quran of Hafs. طَلْح. Hafs, which says acacia tree. Guys, are you following? Fruit tree against acacia thorny tree. So Ali objects and says it should be وَطَلْعٍ مَنْدُودٍ. And then the scribe, or the one who is reading the Quran in front of Ali, says, قُلْت يا أمير المؤمنين, O the Prince of the Ummah, O the ruler of the Ummah, O Caliph Ali, إنها في المصحف بالحاء, with the letter حاء, with this letter here. So the reader in front of Ali says it is in the letter ha, not ain, the letter ain. What should I do, ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? Should I change it? Should I change it? Question mark. So the reader is asking, shall I change it? O Ali, the reader who's reading it, says, O Prince of the Ummah, O ruler of the Ummah, shall I change it? Shall I change it? Should we change it? Should we fix it? Then Ali says, no, keep it like this. The Quran should not be changed anymore. So Ali noticed the mistake. Ali noticed the mistake. Yet he said, keep the mistake in it. Ali saw the mistake and he said, leave the mistake in it. You should not change it. Nobody should change it anymore. Why, guys? Because Uthman already is dead. Remember, Uthman ordered the Quran to be compiled. He dies. Ali is now in power. And now Ali is seeing their mistake. He says, this is a mistake. The heaven of Allah. So Ali is basically saying, in other words, Ali says, the paradise of Allah should not have acacia trees. Imagine, guys, you're a big fat human being. Remember, when you go to Jannah, Muhammad said you're going to be tall as Adam, right? Adam was one big mofo, right? 3 cubits tall? I can't remember. 30 cubits tall? 30 cubits tall? How big was Adam again, guys? According to Muhammad? 30 meters? Something like that? Let's see. According to an authentic hadith. How long was Adam? How long was Adam again? Forgot the number. Adam was one big motherfucker. Muslims will say, right? Sorry for that word, guys. But it's funny though. Right? Adam was huge. 90 feet tall? Okay, let's see. 90 feet tall. 90 feet tall, okay. 90 feet tall. That's how big Adam was. I forgot the number, forgive me. So around 30 meters. Adam was 30 meters tall. Okay. So imagine if you are in Jannah of Allah. Allah allows you to enter Jannah. And you're walking in Jannah. And imagine you're walking and then suddenly one of these talh trees, these big thorny trees, your eyes get stuck in one of these trees and you lose an eye. Ouch! Allah, what did you do to me? I just lost an eye. Should not be possible. The paradise of Allah should be filled with fruit trees, not these dangerous trees. You might lose an eye. Right, guys? Marmura, don't laugh too much. So, guys, you're understanding what is Ali saying, right? What Ali is saying, why he's saying it. You should understand what's going on, right? So that's what Ali said. So, guys, the translation. Tafsir al-Baghawi 5629. A well-known tradition often cited in the classical sources tells the story of a man reading the Quran in front of Ali bin Abi Talib. The man reached chapter 5629 and read وَطَلْحٍ مَنْدُودٍ, big thorny trees. But Ali objected and said, what does this have to do with talh, big thorny trees which camel usually feed on? It's rather taller. It should be clustered date or pollen sacs trees, just like in chapter 50, ayah 10. لَهَا طَلْعٌ نَدِيد. So Ali objected. He objected and said, when he was asked, should we change it? Should we change it, Ya Ali? Should we fix it? He said, no. No, the Quran should never be changed or touched anymore. So guys, what did we learn today? Asim supposedly taught the Quran to Hafs. And supposedly he should have taught Ali's Quran. But here, Ali disagrees with the Quran of today. The Quran of today is not the Quran of Ali. No, Adrian, no, they forgot to fix this one. Al-Azhar forgot to fix this ayah here, to make it agreeable with Ali's Quran or Asim's Quran. They forgot, when they dumped their Qurans, they made a mistake. They did not fix this one. They forgot to fix this ayah. What they did fix it here in chapter 50. Look, in chapter 50, let me show you, ayah 10. Here they fixed it. Do you see it? So they fixed chapter 50, ayah 10, but forgot to fix chapter 56, ayah 29. Yeah, they claim that the Quran of Hafs is the Quran of Muhammad and Uthman. Because chapter 50, ayah 10 has the correct word, Talla'. But chapter 56, ayah 29 has the mistake according to Ali. Uh-oh. So the Quran of Hafs is not the Quran of Ali, or let alone the Quran of Asim. Uh-oh. 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 They forgot to fix chapter 56, ayah 29 to make it agreeable with the Quran of Asim. Amazing, guy.
Emotional damage.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Now you understand why people like Hafs himself, why Hafs was puzzled. Oh, my teacher, Asim, my Quran is different than that of Shu'bah. And Asim says, I've taught you the reading of Ali. But Ali's reading disagrees. Ali's reading disagrees with the Hafs reading. Emotional damage. Jazzy Jibril, are you serious, bro? Which Muslim dares to call me right now after what I did to the Hafs Quran? Which Muslim dares to call me after what I just did to the Hafs Quran? Which Muslim dares? Which Muslim dares to call me now? Which Muslim dares to call me now? If you're a Muslim, you should still stay away, far away from Rob Christian, because Rob Christian will make you doubt Islam. I mean, Skype is open. Where are the Muslims? If you continue watching Rob Christian, if you're honest with yourself, then if you claim to be an honest Muslim, you have to immediately become an ex-Muslim. Because during today's live stream, guys, I've showed you source after source after source after source that the Quran of today is not the Quran of yesterday. The Quran of today is not the Quran of the 7th century. The Quran of Hafs today is not the Quran of Asim. The Quran of Hafs is not the Quran of Ali. Did you catch it? The Quran of Ali is not the Quran of Zayd. The Quran of Zayd is not the Quran of Ibn Mas'ud. The Quran of Ibn Mas'ud is not the Quran of Ubay. Vice versa, vice versa, vice versa. In other words, guys, this so-called preservation is a big fat joke. On top of that, Hafs is a liar, a thief. All of his hadith are rejected. Not even da'if, or completely rejected. Forget about weak. Completely rejected. And he's a liar. Hafs is a liar according to the scholars. Uh-oh. 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 Muslims, listen carefully, my Muslim buddies who are listening. I know you're listening in the back of the bus. I know. Here is what I want to say to you before I wrap things up. I love you. Listen carefully. I love you. How can I hate you? You are my brothers and sisters in humanity. I only want you to think. Use your God-given brains. I'm not your enemy, but I've shown you, I have demonstrated to you that the Quran that you hold in your hands today cannot and will never be the Quran of Muhammad, or let alone the Quran of Ali, or let alone the Quran of Zayd, or let alone the Quran of Uthman. And even the early Muslims used to disagree. They used to cherry pick which qira'ah is the Quran of Allah. They used to literally use their own logic, and they used to pick and choose. Pick and choose, baby. I like this Quran better than this Quran. Right? And even Ali objected. Ali said that the Quran of today contains a mistake. If Muslims claim that the Quran of today is the Quran of yesterday, Ali, when someone was reading in the Quran in front of him, and specifically chapter 56:29, he said this is a mistake. This should not be possible. Talh in chapter 56:29 is a mistake. It should be fruit trees, like in chapter 50, ayah 10. Chapter 50, ayah 10 contains a correct word. It says tal'a, fruit trees. So chapter 56:29, according to Ali, contains a mistake. Yet the Quran of today still has that mistake here in it. This ayah, guys, this word that I'm highlighting, the acacia tree, is wrong according to Ali. This is wrong. Should be fixed. So the question is, why did Al-Azhar in 1924 forgot to fix this ayah on the screen? They forgot to fix it, huh? To make it agreeable with the Quran of Ali. Or let alone with the Quran of Asim. Because according to Asim, he taught the Quran of Hafs that he got supposedly from Ali. Guys, my children came home. Perfect timing. So let us end the live stream. I want to say to everyone, God bless you. Go with the peace of Christ. I hope you benefited from today's live show. Share our videos. You never know what happens in the future. Download our videos. You have my blessing. You have my permission to download and reuse my videos. They are for free. Keep them for free. And if you want to support the ministry, you know where you can do that. Either on Patreon or on PayPal. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for your support. I will see you very soon in a new live show. Jesus is Lord and Islam is false. God bless. Backup channel, please subscribe. Did you subscribe, guys?